So, as most of you know by now, but for those of you, let me go ahead and fix this camera. For those of you that do not know who I am Griffin Thomas, aka Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur is the name of this YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you're new and just looking to kind of just change things up with your life this year, be it financially or just motivating overall, your health, all that good stuff, consider subscribing below. And if you want, you can head over to millennialmotivationentrepreneur.com. The website's not currently finished yet, but I do upload an article from time to time, just mostly dealing with like business and financial freedom. I'll often like repost stuff that I see online. So as always, you can head over there. But today, what we're going to be talking about, obviously, is just 3 stocks. I wrote them down here with notes and everything for you guys. 3 stocks that I'm going to be watching for this week, both for day trading and swing trading. And then I'm also going to let you guys know about a stock or two, probably that actually I have one pulled up right here, right now, that I am like just dumping altogether. I dumped it on Friday at 131. I made 6 cents off of each share that I had. Nothing huge or anything, but profits are profits. But I'm dumping it just because I'll say straight up it's flatlining. And if you go back, I'll go ahead and jump into that right now, actually, since we're already here. But we're going to be talking about 3 stocks to keep an eye on this week and 1 or 2 stocks probably to just ditch and stay away from. So if you go back, this is NIHD. If you go back and look at the 180 day, you see, okay, well, it's trending up, right? Well, let's go back to 1 year. So if you go back to 1 year, okay, it got up to $2, then it went back down, and then it's going back up. So you'd think, okay, it's probably going to go back up to around $2, right? Well, then if you go back 3 years, you see that no, well, really, it's just kind of been trending down ever since. Now, obviously, 3 year, I mean, a lot can happen in 3 years, right? But if you look back at just the 5-day pattern, you can see that it just kind of topped out around 164, and it's kind of just been slowly trending down and now flatlining ever since around 134. So just me personally, since I don't know a lot about that company to begin with, NII Holdings Incorporation, I was just like, you know what, it's such a little amount of profit to me at the end of the day. It's just one of those things where, like I always say, if you don't understand it, stay away from it. Let me go ahead and hop in the chat real quick. No one's in the chat currently. Do have a couple people watching. Thank you guys for watching, of course, on this Sunday morning or afternoon, wherever you are. But yeah, like I said, just because, I mean, yeah, if you look at the 180-day pattern, you're probably thinking, okay, it's going to start trending up, and it probably will keep trending up. But I don't know. Like I said, it's just one of those things where I don't feel too great about it personally. It's really been up and down the last 5 days, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll just stick with what I know, which is what we'll jump into right now. One that I'm going to be watching for this week and probably beyond is DRYS. DRYS, you can also watch Tops. I haven't watched that one personally just because I don't know a lot about it, but I heard that Tops and DRYS kind of tend to correlate. I don't know how exactly yet. I plan on looking at that more in the future. I'll let you guys know, of course. But as you can see, it reached 407. That was very briefly, obviously. But it's kind of, let me zoom in here just on like the past day. So I pretty much wrote down everything, so I'll just kind of go off that first. So like what I put for the support is 344, and then what I put as the resistance was around 355. So if we go back here, I'll actually go back to the 5-day. If you go back here, you'll see that there's kind of this support roughly around 344, 345. I'll go ahead and zoom in just a little bit right here so you all can see that. So see, you see there's a support there around 343, 345, somewhere around in there. If you get in there, that's pretty good. And then as you can see, there's this resistance here roughly around 355. So I mean, if you take that and just flip it daily, you're going to make roughly a 3.2% profit. So I mean, it's not huge profits or anything, but I actually talked to Ricky Goody Harris on Instagram, and I told him how my first day doing day trading went. I was like, I only made 3% on the day, yada yada yada. And what he told me was, hey man, you know what, 3% a day keeps the bills away. So I mean, that's a good way to look at it for sure. I mean, profits are profits at the end of the day. As long as you're making money and not ending red, you're doing something right, doing something that a lot of people can't seem to do. I'll go ahead and hop in the chat. No questions still. I also have it pulled up on my phone just so I'm not having to constantly hop back and forth into the YouTube or anything like that. But yeah, like I said, and then if you want to do this as like a swing trade, the support's also still 344 is what I'm saying, but I'm saying also that the resistance then would be roughly around 381. simply because, as you can see right here, it tend to just kind of peak out around 380 to 381. I'll go ahead and zoom in right there for you all, but see right there, 382 to 380, just somewhere in there. It seems to be like the kind of new resistance for the last week. Now if you go and look at the last 10 days, same deal there, roughly around 380. So I definitely think you can swing trade this, hold it for about a week. I would hold, if you're going to, I would try to get in, like I said, around the 344 mark. But if you can get it up to like 360, 380 and sell it off, that would then be about a 10% to 11% profit, guys. So then you're talking some more decent money for sure. If you can do 10% a week, I mean, you are doing really, really good and doing what a lot of people can't. So like I said, that is the main reasons why I'm keeping an eye on DRYS. Another one that I've been giving so much love lately, of course, you all probably heard of this one by now. If not, you definitely, it's never too late to hop on the bandwagon, better now than ever, but Acre. As you can see, this is just the last, what, 20 days? 10 days. Last 10 days, it's gone from 38 cents to as high as 85 cents, or 88 cents, sorry about that. It was pretty brief, but it did hit 88 cents for a few minutes, and what I love about it is there's just so much hype around it. They're talking about an FDA approval. I keep trying to look that up, as I mentioned earlier this last week. They're talking about some FDA approval, and if they get that approval, it could go to $1 plus easily. They're talking $2 or $4 even. I don't think it, I already said my piece on that, but there's a lot of speculation that it might be Monday, might be tomorrow, but then a lot of people are saying, no, it's not going to be Monday. Stop trying to give people hope. So, I mean, there's just a lot of speculation going on right now with Acre, and, I mean, it's never too late to hop on, but I put for the support is 68 cents, and I'll go ahead and show you why, because the last 5 days, it's really hit, it's kind of the lowest that it would get roughly is around, it got all the way down to actually, I hope I did not just freeze, okay. The lowest it did get was around 60 cents, and that was when I actually invested around like 68. If you guys remember, I said 66 to 68 cents is where I got a lot. I bought a lot also on Friday around 70 cents because that tends to be what I realized was the support. I'll go ahead and zoom in just right here so you guys see what I'm talking about. So as you can see right here, it took a dip here. It took a huge dip there, obviously. But there's this new support roughly right here, just around like 68 to 70 cents. So if you can get in at 70 or below, I'd definitely get in. And then as you can see, just every day, these marks here are days. If you don't know anything about the TD Ameritrade charts, this is like your after hours, like overnight and whatnot, and then these are your actual days. So as you can see, it goes down in the middle of the day, and then it always takes a spike up the last few days. It's been doing this every single day. So if you want, you can day trade this, or you could hold it out and possibly swing trade it like I'm actually doing. I've actually just been buying more and more each time that it hits 70, just because like I've realized that there's this resistance right now around 77 to 78 cents. Some are even saying around 79 cents is the resistance, but I'm just saying around 77 or 78. I think if it breaks 80 cents, then it will go ahead and take on up to 85, and that is around where I'm planning on selling. To be honest, it's probably 85 cents. That's why I'm kind of holding out on it. As you can see, going overnight, it hasn't, or I mean overnight, over the weekend, it didn't really dip as low as it had been. Actually, it did go a little bit lower if you look at, it's been kind of trending lower. So that's one thing to keep an eye on too, is that it might actually be slowly taking this decline. But who knows, at the end of the day, I still think that the support is still around 68 to 70 cents. So if you can get in around there and then go ahead and sell it off at 77, or I said 76 cents, you will have an ROI of almost 12%, guys. 11.76% to be exact. So, I mean, that is a huge profit. If you can get a couple tens, hundreds, or even thousands, depending on how many dollars you have in your account of shares. I only have 55 personally. I'm thinking about buying another 20 on Monday. Just depends on how it goes. But if you can only sell it at around 75, 76 cents, you're looking at a minimum 11% profit. So, I mean, that was really good, guys. You can, like I said, day trade or swing trade, whichever you want to do. If you want to, like I said, if you want to just use it as a swing trade, then you have a potential of 22% return on investment. So, I mean, that is just insane, guys. And that's if it only hits 83 cents. I put the resistance as 83 cents for the swing. So, I mean, you could easily have like a 24, 25+%, depending on where you think it will go. I think it could hit $1, but I'm kind of a more conservative investor, even though I'm young, I know. I just I just like covering the profits and making my money and then going on to something else. And who knows, I've covered profits on Acre once and then I reinvested back in. I plan on covering profits again. So I mean, it's just a whole bunch, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can go about attacking this for sure. And I mean, what I love about Acre is it doesn't take a lot of money. And that's why I like doing these videos for you guys, because like me, like I said, I'm only starting out with less than $300 in my account. And because I'm still paying off debt, I'm gonna have a video coming out this week about my debt-free journey. I'll give you guys a quick hint. I'm down to just one more debt. So when I get my debts paid off, get my emergency fund up a little bit to around like $1,000, I'm gonna go ahead and just go all in on this investing thing. But for now, I'm just at around $200 to $300. So I mean, you can see we're doing 50 shares of this. I bought 55 shares for a total of like $38. So I mean, if I can turn $38 into, I think it was going to be 46 or 47, somewhere around there. I mean, that's a huge profit, guys. I mean, you might not think it is, but when you're doing investing, that is a huge profit. If you can average 5% a day, you're doing what so many people can't do. And what I love about Acre, like I said, it's just so inexpensive, and there's such a potential right now, especially with all the just hype around it. So I mean, it's definitely a good time to hop in. If you wish, I'm not telling you that you should or any means. You should do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But I'm really into this stock for sure, and I'm just giving you guys my personal opinion. You can do your own homework, look at the RSI and all that, so you know when to buy in and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm feeling really good about this stock. And then number 3, we're gonna hop on over to OBE. I meant to invest in OBE on Friday, but as I mentioned in that video on Friday, I got way too into the hype on just so many stocks. You can see all my watch list now. My watch list has grown so much. I mean, it's a good thing because I'm like diversifying like what all I can invest in, and I've learned a lot over the weekend. Learning is always good, of course, but OBE is one that I really regret not investing in, because look at this. This is just one day. So it hit a low of 88 cents and it jumped up all the way up here to 96. So at 88 cents. Well, I did the support at 92, but let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and do the math real quick for you guys. So at 88 cents, so you take your profit, that'd be an 8-cent profit. So you take 8 cents divided by your 88-cent investment. Look at that, guys. That's a 9% profit. So, I mean, that's a good little profit that I definitely missed out on for sure. Would I have sold it at 96? No. Like I said, I'm generally pretty conservative. So, once I saw it kind of get close to the EMA, I probably would have sold it at 94. But that still would have been like a 7 or 8% rate of return, guys. So, I mean, that is really good. And then why I say that you should definitely look at it, possibly even long term. Look at this 180-day chart. It's pushing near the lowest it's been in 180 days. 82 cents was the lowest it was, obviously. But I think there's a resistance here roughly around, I said 92 cents. So it being at 92 cents, if it can even return to just this support, I mean, I said resistance. This is the support around, I said 92 cents. If you can hit a support of around $1.19, I said just 96. But if you can hit it at $1.19, and let's say you invest it at 92 cents, so that'd be what? A 27-cent profit. Let's say you got 27 cents return on a, what did I say, 92? Yeah, 92 cents. I think I did my math wrong. Let's see, 27. I'm doing the math right here. Sorry about it taking a minute. 27 cents divided by your 92-cent investment. Look at that, guys. That is a 29% profit. There was a chance for huge profits there. Now, will it reach there? Who knows? I mean, I like I said, even in my let me get back here to just 10-day. Let's see. Maybe not 10-day. Let's go to 20. I forget which one I was on. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and do it like this. So I do think there is resistance roughly around $1. So I mean, even if you just get up to $1, guys, $1 at 92 cents, that's still an 8-cent profit. So like I said, that's, what did I say that profit was again? Sorry about that. I'm just excited because I mean, I just love making money doing stuff like this. I love numbers. I love the math. I love it. It's just who I am. So I mean, that's still a 8.7% profit. I mean, that is just amazing at the end of the day. And a lot of people might be thinking, oh, well, taxes are going to eat that up. No, how taxes work, and I'll go into this in a whole nother video because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, hell, if you're only making 8% profit, you're not making nothing because you're going to have at the minimum 10 to 15% plus of taxes. Well, no, your taxes are only on your capital gains. So on your, let's say you made 8% profit, you're only paying that 10 to 15, 20, whatever bracket you're in. Let's just say 10 to make it easy. You're only paying that 10% on the actual 8% that you made. So let's say you did the whole 94 and then you made 27 cents. Let's say you made 27 cents. Only thing that you'd be paying then, you take that times, let's just say 10%, you'd only be paying about 2 to 3 cents in taxes on that, guys. So, I mean, you're making 24 and you're paying in 3 to taxes. And that's a 10% bracket, of course. Most of us are 15, 20-ish, sometimes higher, depending on where you live and all that, with state taxes too. But point being, there's like unlimited amount of, shoot, I just lost the chat. Shoot, where did it go? Anyways, I mean, just don't buy into the whole, oh, well, taxes are going to eat up everything and all that good stuff. Because no. Taxes are not going to eat up at all. But like I said, that's a whole nother video. Anyways, just point being, I know I'm kind of rambling here. Point being that there is a huge potential in OBE. And if you want to, you can swing this one as well. Because look at, like I said, let's look at the 180-day chart. It could get all the way back up to $1.44. How long ago was that? That was November. Now let's look at the past year. So the way I like to look at swings, especially for like, because a swing to me tends to be like anything that's within like a week, that's technically a swing. Long term tends to be more of like over a week, month or so. So I mean, this is the 3 year. This actually isn't that bad. It's kind of trended down, but I mean, not horribly. So I mean, let's just look at the last year. So the last year it has been trending down quite a bit. But like I said, guys, if it can even just return to around $1, that would be some decent profits for sure. Let's go ahead and go back to just the past 20 days. So, I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm not telling you what to invest in, what not to invest in. But like I said, the support's probably right here around 90 cents. And then the resistance is probably around $1. So, I mean, if you can make 10%, that's making money at the end of the day. But so like I said, we're going to also talk about real quick just a stock or two to avoid. Like I said, I got the notes here for you all. I didn't take too many notes on stocks to stay away from just because I don't pay attention to them too much. It's just dump them and go. It's up to you at the end of the day. But like I said, if you missed it at the beginning, NIHD is one of them that I'm just kind of staying away from. There's been, I've looked on like, was it Stock Twits and a whole bunch of other ones. They just think that it's kind of, I don't know, just not going to do too good. I'm not going to get into all the like news and talk about manipulation and whatnot. But as you can see, it's just kind of flatlining here. It did get up to 164, and that was what, 3 or 4 days ago in pre-market hours, by the way. But I mean, it's just kind of flatlined. So a lot of people are thinking, including me, that it's going to take a dip. But then if you look back at the chart, a lot of people are saying, well, no, it keeps going up, so why wouldn't it keep going up? But then I go back a whole year and see that, hey, it did the same thing, and look what happened. It took a huge dip. So, I mean, it's just up to you. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to invest in at the end of the day. That is up to you and only you. But I personally would definitely stay away from that one. Another one that I'm probably going to stay away from, but that I will still keep my eye on is RXII. This one as well, as you can see, it's just been trending down. It's had a good day or two in the last week, as you can see. Let's go to 5 days. As you can see, it did get up all the way in pre-market hours, of course, like 351. So as you can see, it hit that resistance right here around 348. And then that was where it got rejected. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. And went ahead and just dropped back down. Dropped back down to normal, pretty much just around like the, what, 290 to 3. So, I mean, and there just hasn't been a lot of volume. That's another thing I like to keep an eye on. These blue bars here are volume. I'll have a future video for you guys on this, like what all this means, these lines, your EMAs, the volume bars, RSI. I'll have a video for like all this probably coming up, just as like I learn more myself. Just let me know in the comments what you guys would want me to do videos on, and I'll definitely be happy to do those. I'm kind of just doing them at random. Like I said, I'll have Robinhood videos coming out, as I'm a huge Robinhood guy. But not getting off topic, just pretty much RXI, like I said, just nothing really going for it. There's been people in the Tech Bud Solutions group that I'm in on Facebook. I just joined them this week. There's a few guys who have taken advantage of this and sold around here, and they made some money. But I mean, overall, like I said, it's just kind of like NIHD. It's just, I don't know, not really worth it if you ask me. Another one is GSAT. GSAT was one that I was kind of hopeful for just by looking at the charts. This is the last, 5 days. And then looking at the last 10, it kind of has potential as like a swing trade for sure, holding it for about a week. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's another one that I'll keep an eye on for sure. But just, I don't have a really good feeling about it. I know that like you shouldn't trade based off feelings, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know. There's just something about it. If I do, it'd definitely be probably a swing at the minimum, if not longer term. Because as you can see here, when it dips, it takes a dip for 1, 2, 3, like 3 to 4 days. So, I mean, you're definitely looking longer term if you're investing in this one. And who knows, with this resistance right here, being at this resistance for so long, let's go ahead and zoom in on it. It's hit this resistance for, what, two days in a row for a long period of time, too. So, I mean, if it can like break through that resistance, that could actually be a good investment. That's up to you at the end of the day. As you can see, on Friday, it started trending below the EMA line, which I never like personally. And as you can see, when it was trending above the EMA and trying to break through the resistance, the RSI was pretty much saying sell, sell, sell is what that means essentially. And then obviously it kind of sold off or whatever. It got back below the EMA, and I don't know, it's having a hard time just breaking through that resistance. So if it does, definitely watch for sure. Like I said, it's just one to keep an eye on, but I definitely will not invest as of now. That's a no from me. So I've given you guys 3 that I'm definitely keeping an eye on this week, and I've given you 3 that I'm barely keeping an eye on. If it all, out of all of them, GSAT is one that I would keep an eye on out of the most that I don't want to. But the 3 that I'm mostly keeping an eye on, like I said, are just DRYS, what did I say? I always forget because there's just so many that I'm always looking at. DRYS, Acre, and OBE. Those are my 3 penny stocks that are the ones to definitely keep an eye on. Why am I only saying penny stocks for now? Because me personally, I'm only focusing on penny stocks because they have the chance on like a highest ROI, and the highest ROI means I keep multiplying my money with compounding interest and whatnot. And over time, I will get into JNUG, DGAS, UGAS, JDST, Snapchat, Gush, all those in the very near future. And I'll probably still do videos on them for you all that actually have money and can actually invest in these in big bulk. Because I mean, the ideas are the same, the charts are the same idea, it's just more money. So I mean, I'll still do those videos for you guys for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up because I know we're going on like 15 minutes or something now. So I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did like the video. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, if you're new to the channel and just looking to change things up and start winning with your money this year, definitely start hitting that subscribe button below. I also put my favorite book like for investing. This book helped me realize like just the power of compounding interest overall. I'm sure you all know what book I'm talking about by now. It's just called Compound Interest. I put that link in the description box. It'll take you straight to Amazon, and then you can get it from there. I think it's like $10 or $12 now. So I mean, it's a cheap book, and I mean the book has such a high ROI. It makes you so much money just because of the knowledge that you learn. But anyways, like I said, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did like it. Hopefully to see you guys in the next video. Next video, it'll probably be about Robinhood is what I'm thinking, because I've learned a lot about Robinhood lately, and I want you guys to know about that kind of stuff for sure too, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are using Robinhood because that 0 commission is awesome. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there and doing your thing, and let's go make some profits this year.